Door to door with Doris.
What happens when you travel with me?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a disaster. No, it really isn't. It was, I don't know what you're like now. I haven't traveled with you for 10 years. You were a lot of fun.
We went to Mexico last year.
No, it was the year before. I forgot about that. And no, it was the year before we went to San Miguel Allende. You're right. And you're fun to travel with. You're fine. It's just something happens to you when you're in the city. And you get peculiar. And the joke of the matter is, if the people out there don't realize it, that I'm on a blog and my computer is still sitting in a box. I don't even know how to use a computer. But I have something very unique in this city, and I don't think many people can say they have one. I have an email secretary. She works Monday through Thursday from 9:30 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. After that, you can't reach me by email, then you have to call me on the telephone. You know, not into the internet yet. I'm waiting for my 85th birthday, 4 more years to go. Anyway, I have such extremes in my life.
You're out in the elements all the time, and you don't have a single wrinkle.
I have half Mediterranean skin. Oh.
Do you think I don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what do you...
I think it's terrible the way people go on the internet and all they do is reveal all kinds of things and say negative things about people. I didn't come out of that era. I didn't at all. And that's what separates us. I came out of the greatest generation anyway, World War II. Books have been written about us. Up until this young generation now, everyone's been so self-centered and so non-caring. Now, of course, the country is such a mess that young people are beginning to wake up and realize that if they're going to make the country and the world better, they better start doing it now. And that's why I'm involved with with 22-year-olds. Oh, by the way, Jonathan, the problem it was the generational.
Wait a minute, Doris.
You know what the problem is?
With 22-year-olds?
Wait a minute. The problem with us is a generation gap. I am with kids 22 years old. You are too old for me in your way of thinking. You are an old soul. Well, you are an old soul deep down, I guess.
Do I have wisdom of the ages?
No, I have wisdom of the ages. You have to live as long as I have and still be active and see so much to be able to reflect it. I said, this recession. I said, you don't know what recession. Yeah, it's a recession to you. I said, anybody who didn't live through the Great Depression has no idea how bad where things were headed and where they would have been. People were living under bridges, Jonathan. Get that, kid. And the bread lines. And it was the most horrible thing in the whole world. And now we have a recession, yes we do, and all the people are falling apart, all the spoiled people who were born after World War II. They think it's like the end of the world. Well, I have a grandnephew, and he's 15, and I go to visit in Florida with him and my brother said to me, not only do you get down to his level, he says, you get down to age 9. So I think that's pretty good. And you expect me to relate to you, Jonathan? You're 40? 5. Oh, I can make you 43. It's really true when you're hanging around with 22-year-olds. And I'm not one thing I'm not is a cougar. Oh, I hate that word. It's it's almost like vagina. It's so awful. And the connotation of it. Ugh.
So vaginal?
What?
Very vaginal?
I don't like that word, Jonathan, and you should know. I came out of the time of sensuality, and we didn't talk about vaginal then. And I went to see that, you know that play. What was the name of it?
The Vagina Monologues?
Vagina Monologues, and it made me nauseous, so let's not go into that. This is Door to Door with Doris. This is Door to Door with Doris. This is Door to Door with Doris. How many times do you want to say it? I told you you're a kook.